I'm on my way to the gym and my tights, my leggings are in the laundry, so I'm gonna wear shorts today, and that's gonna be a little cold, but I'll get warm when I'm there. And also I have not shaved my legs, so they are a little hairy, which is fine. I'm not there to be hairless. Happy New Year! This is the first video that I'm filming in 2025. And yeah, we made it. We're here and hopefully we feel good and we're happy, and maybe some of you have a New Year's resolution of start going to the gym, but maybe something is holding you back. I don't think anyone a few years ago would ever think that I would be someone who goes to the gym. Yoga, yes. Dancing, like dance classes, those kind of things, yes. But gym, no. I've always been someone who reads books and goes to the museum and goes to concerts and wants to talk about the class society and politics and those kind of things instead of like being a gym girly. But I think it is important that also we who are anxious and depressed at times and who have like mental health issues, it's important that we also go to the gym. So today I'm gonna talk about things that have worked for me and that I think will be helpful for you if you are someone who's very anxious or scared to go to the gym. Obviously, I'm not a therapist, I am not a personal trainer or anything like that, but I have been going to the gym consistently for over a year, and I do a thing or two about self-motivation and being scared of things, to say the least. I mean, sometimes we just need a sister to share her experiences, and that's what I'm gonna do today. First thing that I wanted to talk about is sensations in our bodies, because I think this is what is super triggering if you are someone who's dealt with a lot of panic attacks, as myself. When we have a panic attack, we might feel very warm or sweaty, we might feel dizzy, we might feel shortness of breath, we might feel like a tingling sensation in our bodies. We might have all these sensations and we interpret them as like, shit, something bad is gonna happen now, and we get super scared, and that creates a panic attack. And when we are working out, when we are exercising and moving our bodies, these sensations happen naturally. And if you are someone who's been very anxious and not someone who's exercised a lot in your life, you might read those signals, you might read those sensations as a panic attack or something bad is gonna happen. I'm not gonna share my whole story today because I don't want to, I don't feel comfortable doing that, but I have had a lot of panic attacks and anxiety since I was a teenager. And I really struggled with being able to have those sensations in my body and understand that I am safe, that I am in a safe space. And I still struggle with that, and I still, like, it's still an ongoing thing. But I have realized, when I was planning for this video, I realized that there are things that I was scared of doing before when going to the gym that I now do without thinking. So I do think that the gym can help you overcoming a few of these things. I just had to get myself a cup of tea. But we were talking about sensation. If you've ever been in cognitive behavioral therapy or some type of exposure therapy, you might know that you can kind of trigger the sensations that scare you in a safe space to kind of relearn and overcome them. There are a lot of exercises online that you can find if you think this will be helpful for you. I think that just going to the gym might be enough, and that you can use that almost as exposure therapy. And I think you can do that even though you don't have like a history of a lot of panic attacks, because I think that if we take care of ourselves as if we were our own super caring parent and kind of like very kindly push ourselves, I think we will achieve a lot of cool things. If we were never kids that were climbing trees or running around like myself, I was reading a book and talking to the adults when I was a kid. That was my thing. We haven't really gotten used to using our body in a way that will make us sweaty or like feel exhausted or those kind of things. And I think it might be that alone can be triggering enough or scary. So I'm thinking that if we just are aware of like we are now stepping into an unknown territory and we have to get used to this new space of emotions and sensations and things happening in our body, if we are just aware of that and we still do it, I think we have come a long way. Sometimes it can be the smallest, sometimes silliest thing that keeps me away from doing something. It can be something like, for instance, going to the gym. It can be that I don't like changing clothes. It feels annoying to kind of put on those super tight leggings. So, I mean, there are solutions to everything, but if you kind of make yourself aware of what is holding you back, you can also find a solution to it. One thing that I know scares a lot of girls is how to perform the exercises or knowing what to do at the gym. We are scared that someone will judge us or, I don't know, say something to us that is negative or something like that. And I myself, my gym has 2 floors, and the first floor only has a few machines. There are some treadmills there are some these kind of walking things, there are some bikes there are a few pieces of equipment, but it's not super big. Then on the upstairs floor, you have all the lifting and weights and all of that. And I think I didn't dare going upstairs until after a month of going to the gym. But I was okay with that because I saw it as a win that I just went there. I think the first time you go to the gym, you shouldn't expect yourself to go there and have like a great session and then come home and be super strong. I think the first thing, if you've never been to the gym or if it was a very long time ago or for some reason you are quite scared of going there, I think you should see it as a win to just go there. Maybe you will have to sign up and create a membership. Maybe you need to find where the locker room is, and maybe you need to find where the toilet is. Maybe you just want to walk around and see what type of equipment is there, what type of people are there. A lot of small things that we don't think about when we start going to the gym. I think when people are like, next year we're gonna go to the gym, and also personal trainers, I feel they are not super aware of all of those small things that makes us feel safe. But it's also a good idea to just see the first time as kind of a training before the training. And then maybe you can find 1 or 2 things, maybe a machine, maybe a treadmill, maybe some dumbbells, and do 1 or 2 exercises if you are comfortable doing that. And then maybe do some stretches and then go home. And that is perfectly fine. And you will have to celebrate yourself for doing that despite whatever your head is telling you. So don't compare yourself. Don't feel stupid because that was the only thing you managed to do today. That was better than not going to the gym. So the first month when I was scared of going to the upstairs floor, I just went to the treadmill and I felt stupid because I didn't know how to turn the machine on from being in sleep mode. And I was pushing the start button and it didn't work. But then I realized I had to like hold the button for a long time. But if this happens to you, like if you don't know how to start a machine or how to use a machine, there's usually staff there or someone else working out, and it is okay to say like, hey, I'm new to this gym, this is my first time working out, can you show me how this machine, how to start it? And they will show you and it won't be like a big thing. Also, I always think that if someone tries to embarrass me for asking a question, obviously they are the mean ones because I didn't do anything wrong. So that's on them. I think you should do what makes your body feel good. And this can be tricky to say to someone who has a lot of anxiety or panic attacks, because a lot of things will feel scary in your body and you might get some uncomfortable sensations in your body. But I also do think that we know, in like deep in our head, or when we are in a relaxed state, we know what feels good in our bodies. I have always had issues with my left shoulder. I really clench my teeth when I sleep and it goes down, and yeah, it's quite an issue for me. And also, I obviously don't work with something physical. I work with my computer, so I sit down a lot. So I've always had very stiff and tight shoulders. So I make sure to always include exercises that will make my shoulders feel good, because I know that that will make me feel good afterwards. As I said, I'm not a PT, I'm not like a fitness guru, anything like that, if you couldn't tell. So I have just done things that feels good in my body. Usually when I go to the gym, I go to the treadmill and I'm there for 5 to 15 minutes. Sometimes, usually it's around like 10 minutes. And I alternate between walking and running super fast. I think this is a good way for me to warm up my body. And I do it because I want to warm up my body. And I do it because it feels good in my shoulders when I'm running very fast. And then when I'm slowing down, like it gives me some time to like wiggle my head, wiggle my hips, wiggle my body, and do movements that feels good in my body. And I also think that if you are scared of someone saying that you're doing something wrong, if you know why you are doing it and the reason is because it makes your body feel good, I mean, there's no wrong in that. If it makes you feel safer to know in advance what you're gonna do when you're there, there are so many tutorials and so many blogs and so many content creators focusing on fitness and gym and health. And I'm sure you can find something if you Google or if you just search on YouTube. I know that gym people have like, sometimes they have a whole schedule. Tuesday are upper back, Wednesday are lower leg, Thursdays are feet, whatever, I don't know. And some people are like, every time I go, I do like a full body workout, and I think anything goes. And I mean, don't worry about these things when you are starting out. If you want to go there and you want to do 2 leg exercises and 1 shoulder exercise and 1 core exercise, that's perfect. If you go there and you only want to do leg exercises and like focus on your glutes, I don't know, do that. Everything is okay. It's your body. You decide what feels right. I also trust that you are curious enough to start small and then want to try something new. At least this is what I have found with myself. I went there, I started by using the treadmill for like, I think I walked maybe for 20 minutes, or I did like a very slow jog for 5 minutes, something like that. And then maybe I used some dumbbells and then I went home, and that was fine. But after a while I was like, okay, maybe I'm ready to go upstairs now. And then I found one machine that I recognized from a gym before. So I was like, okay, I think I know how to use this one. And the next week I was like, I'm gonna go into this third room and see what's happening there. And I think we all have this in us, and I think you should trust that you will figure things out along the way, and take your time. Like, there's no rush. Also, one thing that I was scared of was that when I thought that if I walked upstairs, there would be like a room of gym bros like working out like in an 80s movie, like sweaty, lifting heavy things and looking at me super like with evil eyes. And that didn't happen, obviously. When I went upstairs, there were machines and people were minding their own business. And I have also realized that also guys can look super insecure. Not all men that go to the gym are comfortable being there or super confident. Some people are, some people are not. And there are also girls there. At my gym, it's mostly guys, because I guess it's like more of a safe space for them. But I think it's important that also people like us go to the gym, because the more kind people who are there, the better and the safer of a space it will be. And also, I mean, most people are kind, most people are helpful. And if we are okay with thinking that we might feel embarrassed, not that we will embarrass ourselves, but that we might feel that feeling inside of ourselves. If you are like, okay, I will feel embarrassed for 5 minutes and that's fine, I think it's easier to like do the things then, because it's just like a feeling and it will go away. If you think of yourself as a designer and your task is to design your gym experience, you might want to think about what things that will make you feel better before and during and after the gym. Maybe you think that you can't go to the gym because you don't have the right shoes. Well, just use the shoes that you have and buy new shoes later, or borrow shoes from a friend, or use, I don't know, sometimes I go to the gym and I know that I don't look cute, and that is okay. I am okay with feeling ugly in public. This has been like almost a thing that I've held. Like, I think it's important to not always feel cute. Here are a few practical things that are helpful. As I said, I think it's super annoying to change clothes, so I do it super quickly. I pack my gym bag very fast, and I don't like take a lot of time trying to figure out what extra clothes to bring or anything like that. I just pack the thing very fast and then I leave. Music is super important to me in my life. It's also part of what I do as a day job. And I have realized that I like to listen to different genres during my workout. On the treadmill when I'm warming up, I like to listen to power ballads, like songs that I would do the dishes to and like sing along. Those kind of songs, I like to listen to them when I'm running or when I'm jogging or walking on the treadmill. I like listening to metal when I am doing more like heavy lifting, pushing, heavy stuff, those kind of exercises. One thing that I do is that I start listening to my playlist even before I arrive at the gym. I start listening to the music that makes me feel good and makes me feel happy when I'm packing my gym bag, when I'm at home, when I'm like getting ready to go to the gym. That's when I start listening to the songs that make me happy and make me want to vibe and make me want to sing along. Another practical thing is to be consistent with the exercises you do for a couple of weeks. I find that this is the best way to kind of track my progress, and you will make progress and you will find it super cool to be like, last time I could only press 42 kilos. Now I can press 45 kilos, and you will find that super cool. And I think, I mean, it is cool. Our bodies are strong and we can teach them to do cool things. So try and stay consistent with maybe 3 or 4 exercises to kind of track your progress more easily. So our mind is super important, and it's tough when people say like, think positive, think about nice things or whatever, when you are not feeling that way. But I have a few mantras that I repeat in my head when I'm doing things that are tough at the gym. And those are, there's no other place where I would rather be. Everything I feel is perfect. I am strong. My body is capable. Those mantras are things that I also use and repeat in my head when I am in situations that scare me outside of the gym. And if you start going to the gym and you haven't done that in a long time, you might catch a cold, and that's okay. Just let it pass and then continue going to the gym after that when you feel better. Don't go to the gym if you feel sick or if you have a sore throat. Magnesium will help you if you feel restless legs after the gym. Sometimes when my muscles are sore and I've been to the gym, I it really bugs me and it makes it super hard for me to sleep. So I take a tablet of magnesium. You can buy these in the health store, sometimes also in the grocery store, and taking one of those really helps me to, like, I don't know, it makes my muscles calm down and it helps with restless legs. When I posted on my Instagram that I was gonna do this video, I got a lot of questions and things that you wanted me to talk about, and I think I have covered most of them. But one thing was how to deal with other people and how to deal with men, especially sweaty men. And I live in Scandinavia and we're not known for chit-chatting with strangers in public spaces. This is not always a positive thing. Sometimes I wish we did talk more to each other. It has never been an issue that people are talking to me at the gym. When they talk to me, it's more like, can I use that one? Or are you done with that one? Remember that most people are normal. The only thing that can be tricky, I'm quite sensitive to smell. And when people smell like old sweat, that is like the most disgusting thing I know, so I just avoid them. This is also a good reason to use clothes made of natural materials. I prefer to use cotton shirts, like a big shirt like this one, or maybe something in tencel or something like that, instead of polyester, because polyester will smell and it's not nice to be at the gym and feel that you smell. And also it's nicer for the people around me if I don't go there and smell super bad. A lot of you are super supportive and I love reading your comments, and I hope that the comment section to this video can be a safe space to ask questions, and maybe you can also help each other out if someone has a question or if someone has like a good playlist to share. Maybe we can do that in the comment section. I hope that this video was helpful, and I hope it will make one or two of you to dare to go to the gym. Please let me know if you did. And don't forget to celebrate all your wins. That is super important. Hope to see you soon again.